I know we're early. We had to start.
The humor was just running away from us.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let's start with I'm Gwen Peterson, founder of Spiritual Communities Network, and this is
Denise Flood from Change Your Frequency, Change Your Life. And this is
Funny Fridays.
da-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Woo! And it's Friday the 13th.
Oh, it is.
Yes, all around the world. Cheers.
How auspicious is that? Okay, let's see.
Mm.
Coffee mug day. Let's see. This is the Jersey Boys today.
Oh, I have my coffee mug, which, this is my childhood friend had, she moved away and bought a pirate ship in Ocracoke Island, and for years ran a shop called Teacher's Hole. I want to make sure I say it right. It doesn't sound right, does it?
Anytime the word hole is there, you have to make sure you say it just right.
With my accent, it's hard.
Plus we're doing the mirror image thing, so nobody can read anything. You know, it's the Israel boys.
Well, that I use to my advantage because it's also the mirror image. That's how it keeps me looking so young. It's like the mirror image is the brighter version.
Sure, it does.
You know what?
You keep telling yourself that, my dear.
It's acceptable to tell yourself untruths on Friday the 13th. I read that.
Is it? Okay.
Of course, I wrote it down and then I read it, but it
Hey, you know, it's funny. I got to say this about coffee mugs because I got this from the show, and I'm collecting coffee mugs now. And some of them are from concerts. I'm showing my age because there was a time I used to collect T-shirts from concerts. Now I collect coffee mugs.
I had a friend who took her T-shirts and made them from concerts and made them into a quilt.
Oh.
Because it was like they were too precious to, give up.
I have some stuck in a trunk.
Yeah.
I think they're disintegrating.
There may be help for them yet. There might be.
You know, because some of those icons are passing away now. Send a shout out to Jeff Beck.
That was this week. Yes.
Yeah. We're entering that phase of our life, Denise, or I am. You're much younger than me, so you have some years.
Absolutely.
You have some years to go before you reach that peak where your icons start fading away.
Oh, maybe only the good die young. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I should live to be pretty old, I'm thinking.
We're still here, so that says something.
We have really good guardian angels. That's what it says.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I'm looking, I'm looking over here because we ended our show last time with people in the chat room chatting. In fact, we had people chatting with us the first time too, but we never saw it. And then you saw it the second time and I didn't see it. And I don't understand because it's a social show. Oh, show? Social comments display.
Wait, look at both of us. Our eyes go up. We're like, let's see what that says.
I don't have my reading glasses.
On top of stuff here with this new technology.
I don't have my glasses. They're over there, but I've got a big screen.
I have to tell you, that is just so funny that you said that because I was having the hardest time today reading my computer. And I'm like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden it dawned on me to go up and look to see what it was on. And it was on 67%. So everything was like this small. I'm like, who changed that? It should be 100% and some days 110.
You know what? And flipping bottles, the directions on the backs of bottles, there should be a law against making it microscopic print. And I'm telling you, it is microscopic print.
And let's complain a little bit more, because when they use the yellow writing, I can't read it at all then.
Oh,
On the white, it's like, who thought that was a good idea?
I don't think I have anything that has yellow writing now.
Oh,
Right.
and I highly recommend that the minute you see that, just put that bottle back on the shelf.
There you go. There you go. Well, okay, I'm going to take this off because that doesn't help with being able to read. And I know there's people, it's funny. I'm going to do a shout out. Let me do a shout out.
Okay.
I'm going to give a shout out to Mignon Brooks. And I know she's out there listening because we just came off of a meeting on Zoom, and her and I were having our discussion, and she had a timer thing go off, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm thinking in my head, yeah, I got to get ready to get connected with Denise for our thing. And she's like, that was my reminder for your show. So I think she's out there listening somewhere, but
hold on.
I
Somewhere out there. I don't know the rest of the song, but Beyond the Big Blue Sea, isn't there like a song like that?
I don't know.
Yeah, the little mouse.
Want to sing it? Want to sing it first?
Yeah. I don't. This is something that everybody. Welcome to my world where I know very few of the lyrics and I have the wrong melody. Okay, but this is my talent. Somewhere out there beyond the great big sea. Something like that. There are these mice and they're coming across the Atlantic Ocean on a boat, right? Do you remember that movie?
No.
It's just me? Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody remember that movie? Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Put it
Mouse,
in the chat.
No, wait. Fievel was a mouse's name.
Oh, see, I never watched any Fievel anything.
No Fievels?
No Fievels.
Coming to America. No, wait. That's the Eddie Murphy movie.
We're coming to America. And that song doesn't go to the movie either.
I was thinking that. I'm like, wow, I cannot see them dancing to that. Okay.
Down to business.
Yes.
Friday the 13th.
Yes, we were cheering with 2 fingers up.
2 fingers up. I don't think I can.
And it is harder than it looks. See,
it is very hard.
You gotta.
I'll end up with hot coffee on me.
Oh no! Don't.
I ended up with hot
with my water
butter on me the other night.
No.
I decided I was going to make popcorn, and my daughter said, "Oh, the show is that good that you need to get the popcorn out." I was like, "Well, it's just that I'm kind of hungry, and popcorn would probably be the better choice, right? With lots of butter." So I did it. I did the popcorn. I put some butter on it, and then I was like, I think it needs a little more butter. A little bit more butter. So I melted my butter. I go to pour it into the bowl and it slips out of my hands, and I poured hot butter all over my hand. And I was like, how? So I iced it. Later, I had to put some aloe on it because it actually burnt pretty good. But let's put the spiritual bent on it. I was hearing the whole time I was making the second round of butter. No. No, don't make any more butter. You have plenty of butter on your popcorn. Eat your pot and I'm not saying that spirit will punish you because that they don't punish you. I think their intent was just to knock it out of my hands because I wasn't listening.
They were saving you. You just didn't jump out of the way fast enough.
I guess.
Yes.
But
Yes.
afterwards, I was like, yeah, I guess I didn't need that extra helping of butter because it did taste fine. It tasted fine the way it was, and I probably would have enjoyed it more if my hand wasn't scorched.
It is. I'm sorry. It was such a ouchy reminder to like.
Listen,
Oh, I hear it. I hear you, but I want to do it my way.
I want more butter. I want more butter.
Yeah.
So yes, I had that. But anyway,
And how do you pop your popcorn? What is your preferred method of popping?
because I can be butter challenged, if that's an indicator, I do air frying or air. I have an air popper.
Ah, okay. And do you like your air popper? Because I'm on the lookout for a good air popper.
Yes and no.
Okay.
I picked it up at a store that I wasn't expecting to see it at. I don't know if can we say stores when we're on things like this? I mean, we say everything else, right?
Well,
Stop with the store.
I am not certain of why it wouldn't be okay. We're not denigrating the store, are we?
No, and we're not getting any affiliate we're not getting any kickback.
Although if you want to share. No.
I was at where was I at? I almost said Books a Million. It's the other
Oh,
Christian,
well, they
the
might.
other Christian store. Hobby Lobby. I was in Hobby Lobby and I was going
They have quite an
through.
assortment of things, I
They
believe.
do. And they had this hot air popcorn popper because I tried to get away from the popcorn that you put in the microwave because I hear that's just horrible stuff for you. And I like real butter. So see the theme here. And I tried popping my own pop. Like when I was a kid, put it in the pot with some oil and shake it. That wasn't going very well. That was not working
That's
well at
my
all.
current status. And
Yeah.
even in the Instapot, it doesn't, I've tried that too. There's just too much unpopped.
That, and when you try to get the ones popped, it burns.
Yes. Yes.
It's not as wonderful. So as I was walking through, I found they had a sale on there, and I was like, why do they have, okay, whatever. It's been in my periphery, right? I'll grab it. So I grabbed it, and it is pretty handy. It's kind of a tall dealy, and it's pretty straightforward, and it does the job. I'm not real thrilled with the top itself. The top comes off too easily for me when it starts popping, and I get nervous because popcorn's going everywhere. So I put a towel to keep it going into the bowl, to kind of funnel it into the bowl. And
It's an
sometimes
enthusiastic popper.
yeah, and sometimes if I bump it, that thing will flip right off, and then I have popcorn. So it's challenging, but it does the job. I do like the air popping, because there's nothing between me, my popcorn, and my butter that way.
I'm guessing there's a butter theme. I had a silicone popper that went in the microwave
Oh,
that I liked, and but our microwave died, and I have not replaced it. And
oh.
I have bags of popcorn.
How do
So
you live
I want a
without your
different.
microwave?
That was the only thing I used it for. So I can't see myself going, oh, yeah, let me spend a couple $100 so I can make popcorn.
Oh, good girl. I yeah, I use my microwave every day for
Do you?
various things.
Ah,
Various things. Not
yeah.
much, but not popcorn.
Well, you know what? It was my daughter got it for me because she was like watching me try and make it in the Instapot. If
Isn't
that
an
shows you how
isn't
successful it was.
isn't an Instapot a pressure cooker?
Yes, but you can make popcorn. I can make so many things in that thing. I am telling you, you need one pot. You know, I am an efficient nutritionist.
Yes.
You
Screw the
can,
microwave, get an Instapot.
that's right. It cooks everything
Except popcorn.
in one pot. That and a coffee maker. Who needs anything else?
See, that's why you have to have a microwave so that when your coffee's cold, you can warm
Oh
it.
my word, who drinks their coffee that slow that it gets cold?
Shut up. Just shut up.
I drink my coffee black, so
I do too.
oh, okay. Wow, I'm befuddled then because you're a fellow black coffee drinker that doesn't down it immediately.
You're not being very kind and generous today, Denise.
Oh no, I'm in envy. I'm in envy. I am. I'm like, wow.
I
I
don't
would,
know.
yeah.
I think it's because I don't know why my coffee gets cold before I get it drunken.
Sometimes, very seldom will drunk. Is your coffee drunk? No, I don't think
I'm
so.
drunken. I've drunken my coffee.
I have drank in my coffee.
Did you drink your coffee?
I drank in it.
So can I want to go back to Mignon.
To what?
Min, go back to Mignon. Mignon Brooks, who is she
Her
we
alarm
have
went
to
off.
have her on because she's super sweet girl. And
Yay.
she has recently been the person who's doing our content writing and social media stuff for Spiritual Communities Network. So I'm going to give her a plug because she's doing a spectacular job and she's just like going over and above everything. We were laughing because she's like, well, in the content part of the social post, she's like, you need to put something more than call Denise. She's great. And I said, but that's what I've been doing for 3 years.
There's been an uptick in my business, and I'm going to thank her for it.
Has there? Because I'll
There
tell you
has
what,
been.
she is phenomenal,
Oh,
phenomenal. So I'm giving a
oh
shout
well,
out to
yes.
her.
Kudos to her. And yes,
Yeah.
let's
Well,
talk about that because that's so important. How you preface what you post.
yep.
So,
And you know
yeah.
something? Well, we might have to have her on because she's just super sweet. So she was saying how we're right in her wheelhouse. I'm like, you are doing such a great job, and she's like, well, this is right in my wheelhouse. She's a spiritual person too. And she's like, so she gets to actually write content from her heart and put
In
it in there.
alignment.
And I was like,
Yay.
ah,
Right?
so we
Yay.
should maybe have her on here, maybe have her at one of our meetings.
Absolutely. Is
I
she not
don't know how to do the chat thing. So if she's out there, she's probably chatting away and we can't respond to her. And I'm not seeing anything pop up. Do
I'm
you see
not
anything?
either today.
I'm still not sure where you were seeing it show up because it wasn't showing up on
It was
mine.
showing up on the side of my thing here. I have me on one side, I have us in the middle, and then I have a little messages from audience will display here on the other side, but there's nothing in it today. There was working last time. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
This
So
is all new stuff.
we can be so challenged. So
We live and learn. We're experimenters. We're on the edge.
Yeah, we're on the edge, all right, of going crazy, I think. So here's the thing. I just realized you still have Christmas lights up.
It is not Super Bowl Sunday yet. This is my family's tradition that we were not on Super Bowl Sunday.
That's February, isn't it?
We'd have a big party, a big taking down the Christmas decorations party for Super Bowl Sunday. Because then you have it all. You got something happening. You got people over helping you take stuff down.
Halftime.
You got, food.
Halftime. Nobody watches the football game. It's the halftime.
Right. And it's just, that's tradition.
Although last year was pretty interesting. I'm just surprised you do it for that long. We just took our tree down last night, and I was thinking I was like kind of behind the times there.
Well, I was talking, and funny enough that I'm actually using this mug because she was my neighbor when we lived in Pennsylvania, and we grew up together. And I remember we would go to each other's houses, and we would sit there at night in the winter, and the tree lights and whatnot, and we would listen, and we would know it was time to take the tree down when you could hear the pine needles falling on the floor.
You're right. Yeah, when I was a kid, I remember the tree had to come down pretty much Christmas Day because it was going to explode.
Because you had the fire going too. I mean, when I think about it, we had
the candles. The candles are on
candles.
Candles on the tree.
That was living.
That
was living.
Hey, I got to figure out. Okay, so we took the tree down last night. And I got to finish my other thought real quick. Anybody who is listening here today, later, we check it. We check the chat. So I'll respond back to you, even though we don't see you here. So feel free to chat at us all you want to. But anyway, we were taking down the tree last night, and when we put it up, there was a bunch of different bulbs that had burnt out. The tree's older. So I had bought some of the little lights, snapped in the new lights. Perfect. Did that last year. It was fine. This year did the same thing. We're getting ready to take that booger down. And I noticed that like a whole stringer of lights, because it's one of those pre-lit trees, one whole stringer along the bottom has burnt out. And I'm like, is there a loose wire? So I'm shaking the tree. And I'm looking at the bulbs, and each one of the bulbs are burnt out. And didn't just go out. They're like burnt out. Like they got a little black base to the glass.
Like a
and
fiery.
So my daughter's like, well, should we change the bulbs? I'm like, no, we'll save it for next year. I'll just put it in the box and we'll look at it next year and figure out what we're going to do
on it. Put a little note on it. Don't forget about the lights that are out.
Well, yeah, it'll be pretty obvious because, like I said, it's the whole stringer at the bottom on all the bottom branches, which makes me think, did the cat bite through at some point? Because, cats are like, hey, it's cat toy time. Yeah. That's not a good thing.
Wires. No, he would. Can I tell you how many of my daughter's computer cords we had to replace?
I'm surprised you didn't have to replace the cat.
That cat. God love that cat. That cat was too ornery to pass on without a long life. I have to show you a picture. Did I tell you that? There's a picture I have of my big dog, the big Tarzan, the 90-pound Malamute. And he is trying to pass by the cat, and the cat is giving him the look, and he is looking at me like, Mom, please help me.
And they do have that look, don't they?
Oh my word. It's like, you wouldn't even need to caption it. It's just like perfect.
Right.
That was Charlie.
Oh, crazy.
He was the kind of cat that would get on the counter and look at you and then be like, "Oh, watch me. Just knock this
Oh, that's this
off."
cat. This cat. His favorite thing, and I think he does it on purpose, the mouse to my computer.
Well,
Do
it
you
is a
see? Do you
mouse,
see?
Gwen.
I was going to say, do you see so he'll get on the table if I'm not getting him his butter, because he likes a little dab of butter, or if his bowl is empty, he gets up there, and if I'm not paying attention to him, he'll be like, and me and Misty have gotten to a place where if we hear a rustling sound, we know something's going to crash. And so it's like, I'll look over and then my mouse hits the ground. I used to have a couple really nice mice that did wonderful things, and I could take them between computers, kind of thing, because the one doesn't have a whatever. I digress. So anyway,
What?
I had to get rid of it. I had to go with the cheap model mouse because they, and
Can
I'm
you
buying
say
them
cheap model mouse really quickly 3 times for me?
cheap metal mouse, cheap metal mouse, cheap metal mouse.
That's good. Oh.
I have to buy them in bulk. I have to I buy my computer mice in bulk. And there's times I'll go into my bathroom, and he likes to sometimes drink out of the faucet, right? And I'll go into my bathroom, and the sink is filled with everything that was on the counter has been put into
Oh,
the
because you weren't there to turn the water on?
yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently didn't hear him throwing things into the sink as well.
He was trying his best to give
Yeah.
you a heads up.
Yeah. He's a
Oh,
brat. He's a
aren't
brat.
they funny? Aren't they funny?
He is. He is funny. So before we started, I went ahead and we were on a roll. We were on a roll because I had said, before we start, I have to run to the bathroom. And I said, did that, came back. You were commenting. I know, quick, I went to the bathroom.
Efficiency is everything.
Yes. And so you were beginning to you had me laughing. I was glad that I went to the bathroom, or I would have peed my pants. So you had me laughing. I was like going, quiet coyote, which made me go, oh, I have to bring up. My daughter pointed out, she's like, I think the coyote's back. She says, I saw at the corner of my eye this fuzzy tail thing. She's like, I thought it was a squirrel. She says, but when I turned to look as it was moving away, she's like, it was too tall to be. She goes, I think it's the coyote's back. She goes, but it was like the middle of the day trotting down the middle of the road.
Do
How
any of your
brazen is
animals
that?
go outside?
The cat stays on the lanai.
Okay.
So, but no, it's Florida. Only
Yes. No, I
crazy
just mean
people let their animals out like that. But
Right.
they keep the bunny population in check.
It's the year of the bunny.
Is it?
Yes, the year of
and
the
the next year will
rabbit.
be the year of the coyote, right?
It does tend to
It's
follow.
the cycle of things.
Yeah.
So so the coyote was out there. So yeah. Well, it's not just land animals. Like we talked about last time. We've got the alligators you have to watch out for. And then there's the bears and coyotes. But I took the cat out. Our cat likes to go out on a leash. He likes to be on, and he'll attack me. He will bite my leg because he wants to go out. He likes to eat the grass and lay in the sun and roll in the grass and stuff. So I took him out one day and we were standing out there, and all of a sudden these birds start squawking at him. And I look up and I'm like, yeah, he's okay. He's not getting near anything. He's just laying in the grass and they're screeching. And then they all flew. And I look up and there's a immature eagle sitting in the tree, eyeballing us.
Breakfast is served.
I'm like, this cat's like 16 pounds. I'm like, you know what, Mr.
It
Immature Eagle,
happens.
you are going to bite off more than you can chew if you think you're going to grab this guy, and he is not going to go quietly. But I took him in anyway.
No, you know what? That is a good cautionary tale. I mean, it is Florida, and we are near the Everglades. We had a neighbor when we first moved in that at the very end of our street on the canal, but it was a great owl that snatched their dog. They didn't realize it. They had just moved in, and they had little doggies, and they took them out at night, like dusk, to do their business, and
Yeah.
that was a sad day. And so then they did the leash thing from there on out. But even with a leash, that's what I was going to say. A little further up from us, I believe it was along Bonita or Cape Coral, a year or two ago, there was a guy who had his dog on one of those retractable leashes, but it was a little dog, and the coyote came and the coyote won against the leash. The leash broke. So,
Well, and on
it's
that note, we've gone over 30 minutes.
so just be aware that our fur babies need love in Florida and a kind attention
Well,
to
anywhere
detail.
really, if you think about it,
Yeah.
because next time we talk, maybe we can revisit with this because there is a popular documentary about a case where this guy is serving time or whatever. But he supposedly killed his wife. But there's like the documentary covered the thing of that an owl may have attacked her.
Well, that is very Friday the 13th.
I know.
For
Here, so seeing how I alluded to enough of it. So yeah, so they're trying to say that he didn't
gotta change my
attack her.
vibe.
That they think it was an owl that got her, and there's
That's
statistics
wild.
to back up. Oh, I got goosebumps too. I don't know why I'd get goosebumps about this story, but
It's a goosebump story for Friday the 13th.
but that's usually spirit. Well, you know what? Spirit gives me goosebumps when there's truth to a story. So, okay, so there's truth in the story. In the
Okay.
statistics, owls are known to attack people and they go for their heads.
Yes. I have a
didn't know
video
that.
somewhere real quick. I'll try and share it
Owls
with
are
you.
everywhere. So I just and it's at dusk.
It's of a hawk and an owl in our front yard arguing over a tree branch, and the owl does not budge. I got to
Yeah.
find that. It's amazing. I was like, wow.
Owls look all docile and everything, but they're
And they're pretty huge.
big. And they're
I'm gonna do some owl energy work today. Whoo, me, I'm gonna do it. Oh, there we go. Funny Friday.
And then you can tell us what the owl represents next time.
Well, and it depends which tradition, because owls actually have different. Yeah.
There you go. Then you had to,
Yeah. Although for me, I've seen about 12 woodpeckers in the last few days. They are really out and around. I
the
love it.
woody woodpecker ones, the pileated. We have those
Yes.
pileated ones down here,
Yes.
which for people who may not know they're birds, pileated woodpeckers are the big guys. Woody Woodpecker, the cartoon, was fashioned after the pileated woodpecker because of the red head and his crazy sound. And it's not far off from what they sound like. We had our door open the other day because it was nice and cool yesterday. And all of a sudden you could hear them out in the tree. And I said, "Oh, Woody's out there." Those are big woodpeckers. So that's kind of funny
Yes.
that you would say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you.
Ah, fabulous.
Beautiful, beautiful person. Thank you for being here and chatting with me and sharing the love and the 13th and all that wonderful stuff. And we will be back next week with more things.
Hold on to your hats. Oh, wait.
More things. Oh, now she's going to go gangsta on us.
Hey, the weather's changing so quick. I'm not sure when I'll need a scarf or a little something over my head. It's raining
supposed
over here.
it stopped raining over here. It was raining
Yeah,
earlier.
like damp.
The sun
68.
is out.
Yeah. Oh, good. It'll be coming my way soon then.
It looks
Send it.
dark out front, but it's going to be cold this weekend.
Okay. I just want to say good,
40s.
good vibrations. And that's not even the right tune, right? I'm sure. But okay.
We could start this off in the future with you singing us a song.
How to get everybody to tune out in 20 seconds or
We could
less.
do sing-alongs, karaoke.
Oh man, I'm so not good at that and I love it.
Can I throw one more thing into the
Yes, you can.
I'm watching a show right now where the person in the show repeats herself, the last word, like it's always yes, and that type of thing. I apologize to everybody if I did that in the show because I think we've been binging it so much that I'm starting to repeat myself.
You reminded me of there was a dinosaur cartoon where it was a little dinosaur and she would go, yep.
Okay.
No? Okay. You don't know. All right. I've been in animation. I love animation. I got up
do
the other
too,
day
but
and
we
I was
must
so
be.
sad that we don't have like Saturday morning traditional cartoons because you can just get them anytime. It was just so much fun. I was like, oh,
Right.
I
If
miss
you
that
didn't watch
feeling.
it, if you weren't there Saturday morning to watch it, you didn't see it.
You did not see it.
It was over and done with. But I am a cartoon animation or new whatever they call them nowadays. I like my stuff too, but obviously we've watched different things.
Yes. We'll have to create a must see each other's cartoon list.
That would be good, but don't put five. I was going to say Fiverr. Don't put Fiverr on there.
Five-o?
No
Oh,
Fiverr.
all right. I'm going to find the song though, and I'll send it to you.
Oh boy.
You're welcome.
You know what you could do? Find the link to it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Find the
You're
link to it.
welcome. You know that one though, right?
No.
Oh, Moea, oh. It's it's a really good one, and it has Dwayne Johnson in it as the sea god.
Oh.
Oh, and he sings "You're Welcome." He's like really full of himself. It's a really good one.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to send you that too.
Is that a
Okay.
Pixar? Is that one of the Pixars?
It could be, or a Disney. It's something.
Yeah, because I really like those. They
Yeah,
always have really good
you'll like
content.
this one. I'll send you that.
Yeah, and the song, if you can find the link to your song, you could pop it into the comment section.
I'll have to
everybody
re-listen
can
because
listen to it.
there's several songs, and then they'll go, "That sounds nothing like what she said."
Yeah, right. Those aren't the words at all.
Story of my life.
I
That
thought you were
is
going
a
to break
song
into.
too.
I thought you were going to break into Somewhere Over the Rainbow, but then the words were all different, and I was like, I'm so confused.
I know that one. I do.
Well, it kind of sounded like what you were singing, but the words were different.
Oh, and the sun just came out. There may be a rainbow. I'm going to go look.
And with that, you have a beautiful day, my friend.
Much
Take
love.
care. See you next week. Bye.